Today we will be making Santa's workshop style ornaments for your Christmas tree that can also serve as toys or gifts for your favorite kiddo this holiday season. This project is inspired by Treetopia's gorgeous Christmas trees. The one you're seeing here is the Treetopia Portland Pine. We will be making both a Nutcracker marionette style puppet and an elf plushie with his own personal sleigh pocket. First, we will be making the Nutcracker style puppet. You can find the pattern in the link below in the description. You will need to print the pattern out, grab some brads, glue, scissors, some dowels, string, a hole punch, some paint and paintbrush, and a Sharpie marker. Begin by decorating your Nutcracker. Now you can do this with crayons, markers, paints, colored pencils, collaged paper. Really, the idea here is just to make your Nutcracker your own, have some fun with your creativity, and make a really beautiful toy. Grab a Sharpie marker to fill in the eyes, outline the nose, and add details to your Nutcracker. You can make this as simple or as complicated as you want. With paper scissors, cut out your Nutcracker. When you're done, you should have 2 legs, 2 arms, a beard, 2 shoulder pads, and a body. Line up the legs where you want them to be placed on your Nutcracker, and then use your hole punch to punch through both layers of the body and the legs. Use a fastener brad to punch through the top, and then fold open on the back so it keeps the legs on the body. When you do the shoulders, put the shoulder pad on the back, punch through both layers, and then add the brad on the front. To add the rest of the arm, put the arm on top of the shoulder so that essentially the shoulder is going to be the connecting point to the body and the arm. You may notice that your brads have really long edges depending on what size that you bought at the store. So I found that if you clip the ends just with the scissors, it will be really easy to make sure that the ends don't poke through to the front and show. Next, with a little bit of glue, add the beard. This is what really makes a Nutcracker fun. Here he is, dancing around already. Measure out some string to your desired length, punch holes in the hands, and then thread the string through the hands to get your marionette or puppet style Nutcracker. You can use twigs, dowels, or even kebab skewers to make your marionette puppet. Simply tie the string onto the dowel at the length desired, cut the excess, and ta-da! Your puppet is born. Check to make sure he moves around so that he has full mobility. Next up, we will be making a Santa's Workshop inspired elf plushie with his own sleigh pocket. This you will also need the PDF pattern linked below, some felt scraps, sharp fabric scissors, thread, and sewing needles. Cut your pattern piece out and then using your needles, attach the pattern piece to your fabric scraps. Felt is a very easy fabric to use because you won't have to finish the edges and it won't fray or fall apart. Begin cutting out the pattern pieces according to the pattern. You will see that the elf body and the sleigh require 2, so I've doubled the fabric here as I'm cutting out the elf body. Cut out 2 of the elf body, 2 of the sleigh, 1 of the hair, 1 of the vest, and then of course, 1 of the elf hat. And again, each of these pieces can be embellished as needed with something extra like sequins, glitter, or anything special. And feel free to trim or cut away or smooth out any edges as necessary. You can start by laying the pieces together to make sure that they all line up and lay flat. The hair goes underneath the hat and the vest goes right on top. With a needle and thread, begin sewing your elf together. You will use a whip stitch for this process. A whip stitch is simply drawing your needle up from the back to the front and repeating that process by whipping your stitch from the back to the front, all the way across the outer edge of your elf. You will be able to grab the edges of the vest, the hair, and the hat as you reach that point in the elf to stabilize the entire character together. Now, be sure to keep your stitches as even as you can, but the great thing about a handmade gift is just that. It's a handmade gift. It won't be perfect, and that's okay. Continue your stitches all the way around the outside of the elf until you've completed it back to the beginning. Do the same with the sleigh. Now remember, you will need an opening in the sleigh to make sure that the elf can sit right in the sleigh for the tree. You can see the reference point on the pattern of where I stopped and started the stitches to make sure that the opening is big enough for the elf body. Finish off your stitching and voila, you're done! I hope you've been inspired to make some Santa's Workshop decorations for your Christmas tree or to give to your favorite kiddo this holiday season. Thanks for watching!